Joining me now is Dina Alexander, founder of Educate Empower Kids. Dina, you stay on top of issues like cyberbullying, cyber sex, things that are happening online that our kids are getting into. I know you've produced several different books that help to educate parents, give them resources on how to tackle these issues. You also monitor apps. What are some of the more dangerous apps that you have been monitoring recently?
Well, recently we have had a lot of stories from all over the country about just various social media, because this is where our kids are living. This is where most of the problems are happening. This is where predators are going. This is where bullies are going. This is where kids are developing very shallow, non-intimate relationships, and those often lead to dangerous behavior. So we find that Snapchat, Instagram are the most popular apps around the country for teenagers, followed by Twitter and Facebook. But Snapchat and Instagram are definitely where most kids are hanging out and where are definitely being exposed to the worst behavior.
Is there one in particular that you've kind of identified as, being something that parents should be on alert about?
I think Instagram is something that parents should be on alert about just because it seems so innocuous. We seem to think because we're on there and we're just sharing simple photos of family that our kids are using it that way. Kids are using social media in a very different way than we are. They're using it to build relationships that are often not healthy. They're using it to flirt, they're using it to sext, they're using it to find pornography, and they are definitely using it to bully each other. And since we're not using it that way, we tend to forget about that. We seem to think it's innocent when that's really where most of the trouble is happening.
And because kids can tag each other in posts, sexual posts, and it can lead to harassment and other issues like that.
Absolutely, and we seem to forget in this culture that sexual harassment is bullying, that asking a girl repeatedly for a naked photo is bullying. We tend to go after the girl and vilify her if she happens to give a picture. We forget to talk to the boys about never asking for that kind of content.
What are some ways in which parents can protect their kids?
There's a lot of things we can do, and I think that's the first thing, is for parents to calm down and realize we really can do this. We need to have filtering and monitoring on our computers and our phones. Even though it can be cumbersome sometimes on phone technology, it still needs to happen. We need to have conversations often with our kids about the dangers out there, but also we should be following them. We should also be using the same cloud technology as they are, so that they need to get our approval before they have any app on their phone. They should not be able to download any app they want anytime they want. They will be exposed to dangerous content and to dangerous people. Also, really importantly, is to talk to other parents. Find out what other parents are doing, get their advice, and inform them of what you are seeing. Finally, we have got to get kids using technology for good. So we need to talk to our kids about the amazing potential that this technology has, that we can share good, positive things, uplifting things, helpful things, encouraging things to our friends. We don't have to just use it to criticize the culture, to criticize each other, to criticize our family members, to criticize kids at school. We can use this technology to help and change the world. And so we've got to get our kids thinking about that.
Right, yeah, use technology in a positive way. As you said, a big part of this is building relationships, and you want to build positive relationships.
Absolutely, and I think parents, again, we get intimidated of talking about these topics, but letting your kids know that you can address tough topics will bring you closer together. Let them talk to you about your behavior online. Ask them, is mom using too much phone time? What is mom doing? Let them critique you before you come down on them, because you'll be surprised at their reactions, because most of us as parents are using social media and texting far too much also. So we need to analyze our own behaviors as well.
Very true. Great points. Thank you, Dina, so much for coming on the show tonight. One last question. What is your website? How can people learn more?
We are at www.educateempowerkids.org. Our books are available on the website and on Amazon. We have tons of resources, tons of lessons, the most up-to-date information on the dangers of pornography, using technology for good, bullying, social media. We are helping parents live in this digital age.
Great. Thank you, Dina, again.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you guys.